Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're going to be rating products from The Ordinary, but not just any old rating. We're going to be using TierMaker. I've used this a couple of times on the channel before, and I absolutely love it. So much fun to play with. I've seen loads of other influencers and YouTubers, content creators using it, and I fell in love. So I thought, why not bring it out again and let's look at some of the products from The Ordinary. I've really evolved my position on The Ordinary over the past year and couple of years. From some of the products that used to be my absolute holy grails have now kind of slipped down the order, and maybe I don't reach for them as much. Some of the products which I really didn't like that much at first, the more I understood about them and worked out how to incorporate them in my routine, the more I've grown to love them. So there might be some shocks along the way when it comes to those holy grails and fails that we're going through today. I've got 3 categories only in today's video. We're going to be doing the ding 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 holy grail products, the okay for some, those products that work in some instances but don't work in all of them, and the firm pass products. These are the ones that you just want to look elsewhere. You know, not every single product in your routine has to come from one brand, and there might be other companies offering better products. So if you want to see where all of the products rate, keep on watching. Let's start with the Ordinary Squalane Cleanser. This has been a staple in my routine for like 5 years. I absolutely love it. I think this might have been the first product I bought from the Ordinary, and I've loved it ever since. It's a gel to oil based cleanser. It will work perfectly as your first step in a double cleanse or as a standalone cleanser. Doesn't leave any dirt or debris on the skin, and it doesn't leave a film, which some balm and oil style cleansers can do. So it's an absolutely fantastic product. I love this for the price point. You know, £5 for this amount, and a little does go a long way. Cut the top off, scoop out the remnants so you get a few extra washes out of it would be my top tip, and I absolutely love the product. I'm giving this a ding 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 rating because it's such a standout product. If you want to know more about this product or any of the ones I mentioned today, the links are all in the description box below, so you can click on them, read the ingredients, find out a little bit more detail, any reviews, and if you want to buy any of them, they're all linked below, so check them out. Now, to keep this simple, I'm trying to go through this in the order that you'd apply them in your skincare routine. Next, after cleansing, probably would come a toner. The Ordinary don't actually have any toners. I wonder whether they might be bringing one out for 2021. I'd love to see that, because some of the other Desian brands, Neod, have that gorgeous mist. Hyla might have their sub-Q mist, which is absolutely sensational. So I think if the Ordinary did do a toner, they'd probably do it really well, but they don't have one at the moment. So let's skip past that, move straight onto exfoliators with what is probably the most famous of all the Ordinary's exfoliators, which is the glycolic acid 7% toning solution. Now, I don't actually have that with me because this isn't a product I use anymore. I fangirled hard over this product for years and years and years, but I no longer have it in my skincare routine. I'm going to rate this as okay for some. This is one of those products which is fantastic if you don't have any dryness to the skin. Glycolic acid delivers really great results. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous strength. 7% means you can use it every single day. It's not going to be too strong or too sensitizing. But if you have any dryness in your skin, I think lactic acid can just dry you out. We all gravitated towards it because of the really quick results you get in terms of resurfacing the skin, helping with any hyperpigmentation. But in the long run, I think we ended up with drier skin, and it didn't really work for me in the long run. I've been reaching for my second one, which is going in the ding, ding, ding holy grail category, which is this. This is the Ordinary Lactic Acid 10%. They do a 10% and they do a 5%. 5% is better for starters, beginners to acids, and those with sensitive skin. 10% is perfect for everyone else. I actually found since I moved to this so much more hydrating than glycolic acid, which is why this is the ding ding ding, and the glycolic acid was just in the okay for some category. This is my new holy grail. Lactic acid is much more gentle because it's got a larger molecule size. It's also hydrating. It acts like almost like a hyaluronic acid in terms of it being a humectant, so it draws and retains moisture in the skin, which means it's going to hydrate and exfoliate. It's like a win-win double whammy. I honestly don't think I'm ever going to put this down. It's £5, super affordable, so good. And if you haven't tried lactic acid and you're wondering what it works, I'd say it's slower to work than you would get with, say, glycolic acid. But when it gets going, oh, the results are stunning. Keeping with acids comes our first firm pass product, and that's the azelaic acid suspension 10%. Now, I actually used to really love this product because there weren't many azelaic acids on the market. I love azelaic acid. It calms the skin, it soothes redness, any irritation. It's great for fighting acne because it has some antimicrobial properties. Great for people with rosacea because it can really help to calm it down. I love a 10% concentration because it's not too strong, but it's also not so weak that it'll take ages to see the benefits. I love this product because there were so few on the market. Now there's like a proliferation of azelaic acids every company has got on the azelaic acid bandwagon, and so this isn't that unique or innovative anymore, and I actually think it's probably one of the weakest formulations out there. It's formulated with dimethicone, which means it comes across quite a silicone-y and thick product. It can make it quite hard to layer it into your skincare routine because silicones don't really mix well with water-based products or oil-based products, so it can be really hard to piece it into your routine. It's a great strength, it's a great price, and you know, azelaic acid is a must in everyone's skincare routine, but I think this product is just not as good as some of the other ones out there. I love the Geek and Gorgeous azelaic acid. Face Theory do so many different types, which I'll link below, of azelaic acid, so you can choose a strength that works for you. Naturium obviously have their azelaic acid. I think this is probably the weakest of all the azelaic acids out there, and so whilst it's gone from used to be a firm favourite of mine to now one that I just think is a bit of a firm pass. Technology's moved on, and hopefully the Ordinary might look to reformulate this one in the coming months. Now, when you're going through this list, you realise just how many exfoliators the Ordinary actually have in their collection, because we're now moving on to this. This is the salicylic acid mask. With the azelaic acid, which I used to love and then just grew less fond of over time, this is the reverse. This I used to think was messy and difficult to work with, and now I think it's a fantastic product. It's not quite ding 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 yet, so I'm going to rate the salicylic acid 2% mask as okay for some. That's because it's great for people who want a BHA salicylic acid treatment once or twice a week, which is how often they recommend you should use it. Salicylic acid goes into the pore and eats away all the oil, the dirt, the debris, the blackheads, the clogs that sit within our skin. So if you want to clear a skin, you want to tackle blackheads and close comedones, this is a great product to use. You put it on, leave it on 10 minutes, wash it off, gorgeous. The only things I'd say stop it from being that ding 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 product is it's formulated with charcoal, so it's a little bit on the messy side. It goes on sort of, I'm going to regret doing this so early on in the video because it's going to be on my hand the whole time, but it goes on as like a black substance like this. It's got a slight grit to it, but it's nothing too abrasive, and I think that just helps with the exfoliation. Doesn't smell too chemically, but this stays on your skin the whole time. In fact, I actually just had to cut away then because I thought that on my hand the whole video would be all over the white sheets, and of course I wiped it off my towel. Still, you always end up with this like black residue on all your towels, so it's a little bit messy, so be careful with that. But I do use this twice a week because I find it's the really great way of getting salicylic acid into your routine without having to have it every single day, which is my preference. My skin loves it, I love it, and actually it is one of those products that if it works for you and you don't mind a bit of mess, it's definitely something you should consider having in your routine. Now, sticking with messy products, we're going to come on to this. This is the peeling solution by The Ordinary, the cult favourite, the TikTok viral sensation. I loved this product for so long, but it stains everything, so you've got to be careful with that, and this is super strength. I'm actually going to rate this as okay for some. This is fine for me. My skin's quite robust, I'm used to acid exfoliation, and I use it once a week to like boost and supercharge my routine. It gives you a really nice deep surface exfoliation. It also gets into those pores, eats away at all the dirt and the debris, and it's a really nice product. The red coloration is natural, and so don't worry about it being having added colorants in, which a lot of people want to avoid. It is natural, and actually it's from the pepper berry, which is designed to calm and soothe the skin, which this can be quite aggressive on the skin, so having that calming property isn't a bad thing. I'm rating this as suitable for some people because I think we tend to overuse it. Everybody jumped on this because they wanted it in their skincare routine. They liked the way it looked. It was promoted by all the influencers, the celebrities, everyone loved it. And so we overused it. This is really only applicable for people who are used to acid exfoliation, have zero sensitivity in their skin, and can tolerate this higher strength of product. This isn't actually available in all countries of the world. It's that strong. It does fall foul of regulations in some countries. So I'd say it's great, but in moderation, and make sure it's suitable for your skin type before you apply it. Now, we've covered the exfoliators, and now let's move on to serums. There are so many great serums from The Ordinary. Let's start with antioxidants. I don't actually have any of the antioxidants from The Ordinary with me today. That's because whilst I use them, I've kind of taken my antioxidants to the next level. I am, however, going to rate them all as ding, ding, ding. My favourite being the Pycnogenol 5%. I actually use, if you see on the shelf behind there, you'll see that I have the Neod Survival, which contains Pycnogenol, one of my absolute favourite antioxidants. It actually binds to the collagen in our skin to prevent it, to almost like protect it, put a shield around it to protect it from free radicals and oxidative stress. The more collagen you have in your skin, the more firmness, elasticity and bounce you have. It's just a great antioxidant. The reason I love all of them and rating them the ding 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 is because they're so affordable. I think everybody should have an antioxidant in their routine. It complements your SPF to give your skin that extra protection it needs. You know, it prevents things like pollution, blue light, all the things that your SPF won't tackle, an antioxidant will, and it'll protect the skin. Now, moving on to some of their other serums, I guess one of their cult standout products is their niacinamide 10 plus zinc 1 serum. serum. This one comes in a supersized bottle now. It was that popular and people have been using it twice a day for months, and some people are loving it, some people are just saying it doesn't work that well for their skin. I actually covered all of this in a single standalone video, which I'll leave a link to up there, so check that out if you want to know more about this product and why it might not be working for you. I'm actually going to be moving this. Previously I would have probably said okay for some, but I'm actually going to rate it as a just a firm pass. The reason for that is the emulsifier that they use in here is quite harsh. It almost acts like a surfactant, which is why you get that foaming sensation if you use this on wet skin. That is super drying for most skin types. And so a lot of people say they find this product leaves them stripped and dried after using it. A niacinamide should actually be calming and soothing. It shouldn't be stripping, drying and irritating. So I think there's just so many better niacinamides out there. I also think you should question whether you need a niacinamide in your routine at all. It's in almost all other skincare products. So do you need a standalone niacinamide? Probably not. I won't be finishing this. I'll give it to a friend who loves this. She's still swearing by it, so I'll gift it away to her so she can finish the bottle off for me. I just don't feel that I need a standalone niacinamide, and if I did, this wouldn't be the one I reach for. Now I'm going to bring back a bit of positivity and talk about two serums that I do think are ding, ding, ding. I'm going to cover them both together. That is the alpha-arbutin 2% serum and the caffeine solution 5% serum. Not together, but these are two standalone serums that a lot of people miss. They look over because they're not sure what they actually are meant to do. Well, alpha-arbutin is stunning. It works as a precursor to hydroquinone. Hydroquinone is a really quite strong chemical that will help to prevent pigment pooling in the skin. So if you have hyperpigmentation, it can be so good to tackle it. But it can cause a lot of side effects. And so alpha-arbutin is a more gentle precursor to that. It will, over time, over a period of about 3 months, really help to eradicate some of the pigment that's pooled in the skin, where you've got areas of hyperpigmentation and dark spots. So it will give an overall brightness to the skin, but it'll tackle the uneven skin tone that plagues so many of us. The caffeine solution, on the other hand, will really help with discoloration under the eye. So if you suffer with dark circles under the eye, discoloration or puffiness and inflammation, caffeine can be so good. It can constrict the ventricles, which will mean that the bluish hue that you get under the eye is less visible. It'll also help speed up lymphatic drainage to get rid of all of that puffiness that you might have around the eye. Both of these work really well in different areas, and so both of them are going in the ding, ding, ding. And I kind of feel like we're on a roll now with some of my holy grails. Let's keep the positivity going and talk about their peptides. All of the Ordinary peptides can go in the ding, ding, ding as far as I'm concerned, because they're all beautiful. They do 4. They do the Matrixyl, they do the buffet with copper peptides, and my favourite, the Azuraline solution. These 4, you don't need all 4 in your life. You can actually mix and match. It's quite hard to overdo it when it comes to peptides, so you can mix and match if you like. But for me, I like to use them all and pick the one that's right for me on that day. If you want to know a bit more about the Ordinary peptides, I actually covered them all in a video, which I'll leave a link to up there. So check that out if you want to know more about the Ordinary peptides. My absolute favourite, and the one I can't live without, is this. This is the Azuraline solution. I'm rating them all as ding, 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 holy grails, but if I had to choose one, it would be this. This is just gorgeous. It goes on like a super watery serum, but it is so good. They call it Botox in a bottle. And all you do is just apply it to under the eye and the eye contour area. You can apply it to the laughter lines, you can apply it to the forehead crease, and it will work in a similar way to Botox in that it prevents some of the muscle contraction, which can lead to fine lines and wrinkles. It's not going to give you that paralysed look like Botox. Well, nobody wants that in their life. It will, however, give you a diminished appearance to the fine lines and wrinkles. I usually say about a 25% reduction after the use of 1 bottle. That's so good. If you think about how many lotions and potions you use for your wrinkles that never work, this will deliver a 25% reduction for £5. So good. Holy grail. Now, moving on to the retinols. I'm not going to categorise all these the same because I think there's one standout and the rest are a bit of a firm pass. So, the Gran-Active Retinoid 2% Emulsion. This is a stunning product. I did a standalone review about it because they're advertising quite a lot at the moment at Deciem, so I was getting a lot of questions about it. So I'll leave a link to a standalone review and try on I did there if you want to check that out in more detail. That for me is a works for some people kind of product. There are stronger ones out there, there's gentler ones, so it's one of those pick a retinol that works right for you. However, all the other retinols, the ones in Squalane, they are a firm pass. They don't sink in, they're really difficult to work with. There's ways around it, such as combining it with your moisturiser, which is a really great hack if you bought it. You don't like how it feels on the skin, but you want to continue using it. You can mix it with your moisturiser and that will help. I just think there's better retinols out there. I think there's ones that sink in better, and none of these really were that compatible with my oily skin. They do work better with dry skin, but still, they're quite high strength, so you get some drying with it. I'm just not sure who they're for and who they'd work for. So yes to the Gran-Active Retinoid for some people, the rest are just a firm pass for me. Now, we're in the home straight and we're going to be talking about vitamin C's. The vitamin C's by The Ordinary are all super affordable, but they have a baffling array of them available. I broke it all down in a video explaining The Ordinary vitamin C's, which I'll leave a link to up there. Check that out because all of that goes into way more detail than I can in this video without it being like an hour long. So I'm just going to categorize the ascorbyl tetroisopalmitate solution, 20% in vitamin F. That is a mouthful, as a holy grail, ding, 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 must-have product. It's a derivative, so it's gentler on the skin. You'll still get that gorgeous luminosity, brightness to the complexion, but it is much more gentle than a traditional full-strength ascorbic acid vitamin C type. This is just so, so good. It's hydrating because it's in an oil base, but it won't clog the pores. It'll give you that luminosity, and it's suitable for all skin types. Total holy grail. All of the other ones I'm going to categorize as okay for some people. You really need to do your research into these products to work out which one's right for you. Do you go pure form vitamin C and L-ascorbic acid, or do you go for a derivative? Which derivative is right for you? You've got to do a lot of research, which is why I did that video and would fully recommend you check it out. But if you want to just keep it simple, fail safe, reach for one without having to watch a video and working out which one's right for you, the ascorbyl tetroisopalmitate solution in vitamin F, holy grail, ding, 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 total win for all skin types. And I definitely would recommend people try it out. Now, we've got our ding, ding, ding. We've got a wah coming, which is in the form of their SPFs. Oh, these are bad. Like, so bad. So bad. I don't know how a company which formulates so many gorgeous, beautiful, and stunning products managed to formulate something this bad. All of them are, one, they do an SPF 15, which why would you want an SPF 15? It's 30 or don't bother. At least their SPFs are tried, tested, and independently verified at the right SPF. So you know what you're getting is the right SPF, so I'll give them that, but this is so thick. It's gloopy. It itches, it irritates. None of them sink in the skin. They're all a firm pass for me. The Ordinary, work on your formulations, because I do really think there's potential here for people want to trust brands and sunscreens in particular. So I think you've got a gap in the market here, but you ain't filling it with this rubbish. No, firm pass. Then we finished our routine with our hydrators and our oils. The natural moisturizing factors plus hyaluronic acid has been a go-to for me for so long. This is like a gorgeous moisturizer that just does everything you need for little or no money. This is like £4 here in the UK, so affordable. It caps all your routine off beautifully. It does a light hydration but won't clog the skin, and it's got amino acids in there which are compatible with your skin's amino acids, so it won't really cause too much irritation or redness. So good. The hyaluronic acid adds an extra nice layer of hydration, and you can really use this with all products, so it's super flexible. Firm favourite of mine. In terms of their facial oils, this is going in the ding, ding, ding category, as are their facial oils. I don't want to break it down by facial oil type because there's so many, but what I will say is when you're shopping for a facial oil, you want to look for something that's virgin, cold pressed, and 100% organic if you can get it. Those are like the gold standards. Because it's a pure form oil, you really want top quality, and top quality doesn't need to cost the earth anymore. They used to be so expensive and bougie, but the Ordinary have been able to deliver all those things for under £10 in each one. So I'm going to give them all a ding, ding, ding award because they are so good. My go-to is either the chia seed or the rose hip seed oil. They're both great for oily skin. But I broke it down in a video looking at the Ordinary facial oils, which I'll leave a link to up there if you want to check that out and work out which is the right one for your skin type, because I think more than any other product, it's really important to match your facial oil to your skin type. You know, they're not all created equally. Some hydrate more than others, some clog the pores, some won't clog the pores. You need to work out which one's right for you, so check out that video. So there you have it, guys, a full rundown of all that's good and bad from the Ordinary. Taking you on a bit of a journey as well, talking about some of the products I used to fangirl hard over, but maybe I've reassessed, and those products that maybe were a bit want in the past, but have actually gone up in my estimation. I want to keep it current and talk to you guys about my current thoughts about this. I have got a first dibs look on the Ordinary concealers, which are launching on the 19th of January coming up. So tune in on the 19th of January for my video where I'm going to be talking about the Ordinary concealers, doing a live demo and working out whether you should be purchasing them. We'll see where they fit in this scale, and I'll expose all on the 19th of January, so I hope to see you there. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.